What's up, guys? Welcome to West Carroll MMA. This is a new MMA fighting. Well, it's not new because we've had many matches in the past. We're just starting to document the happenings and everything that happens inside our rings and show you what we do. So, I'm gonna show you how it works. So, in MMA, we have three 3-minute rounds, and we have a judge. And if it gets past the 3-minute rounds, we go to the judge. And we make sure it's not biased, so we know that if another person wins that the judge doesn't like, they're still going to give them the win. And another thing is the boxing. Boxing is 3 5-minute rounds. And at the end of that, it's the same thing. Wrestling is tap out. So it doesn't matter. But we still have rounds. So we have 3-minute rounds, but if it doesn't, if no one taps at the end of them 3-minute rounds, we have an overtime match. And when no one taps at the end of that, then we'll bring it to the judges. Because in our wrestling, we like to see tap outs more than we like to see judges. So today here we have Elijah Ward. He's a 6-0 MMA. What is your record in wrestling?
Pretty high. I only lost one match. It's kind of a cheat thing about it because, can't hold on to a ropes in wrestling. So, I'll challenge him again in wrestling. It's better to perfect. I'm more into MMA than wrestling by itself. Probably won't wrestle. I'm about 11-1 in wrestling. MMA, I'm 6-0. That's what I'm dedicating myself to is MMA. I did boxing back then, 6-0, 1 knockout, Hope I can get another knockout by tomorrow,
Okay, so how do you feel about the upcoming match, either tomorrow or the day after that?
No problem. I have no problem. Who I'm going against doesn't know who they're messing with. He's obviously going to lose. There's no point, there's no doubt of it. That, he has no strength. He said he can beat me, be a 6-0. He's 0-0. He said he nearly killed someone, which tried it on me. He said he gets good leg locks, tried it on me. He did. He never wanted to try it on me. He didn't want to fight me at first. But no matter what, he said he's going to come over tomorrow. Most likely he's going to turn into a UFC fight. And he wanted to have an MMA match with my little brother. So I'm like, okay, but you're going to have to get to me first. Then he kid. That boy has no chance against me. Highest record right now in the league. Hope I can go 10-0, be the first champion.
Okay, so what is your match predictions?
He's not going to last for the first round. It's that he's not going to get past second. No.
So he's predicting that he's not going to last 3 minutes, and if not that, then he's not going to last the first 6 minutes. There's 9 minutes in each match. So, how do you feel about your wrestling career?
It's alright, kind of not really a wrestler anymore, you say. My last match I had against Layton, fully demolished him. Body slam after body slam, there was no stopping it. And I want to call out more people in UFC after the match. We're also going to be recording this match. The judge will record it. And, this is like street fighting MMA. There's rules. You have the MMA rules. But, we don't got a legit ring. We don't got legit people, but we know what we're doing.
Okay, so, how do you feel about your opponent and his skills in boxing
He has
MMA?
no skills. No skills or whatever. He said he could do all this. He couldn't prove it. He said he could run fast. I'm running faster than him. I'm faster than my feet. He's not. I have more stamina than him, probably. He's a liar. He's a fake. A sex abuser. Harasses women, People even told me himself. This is one reason why most people are after him. First, he was called out by many people. He's obviously scared to fight anyone. He's scared to fight Ethan Ellis, Michael Bolton. There's even witnesses of him going in the bathroom and running literally sits in the corner staring with the ugliest of the back of his head is so ugly. I'm straight out saying that right now. He sits there with the smallest and ugliest of the back of his head, but like, I'm just want to get this over with. His hair's greasier than a Slim Jim. It honestly is. Dude, it probably doesn't take showers at all. You know? But by tomorrow, he's going to be bathing in his own blood. Up in that ring. Once he sees this video, he's probably not going to want to come over anymore. But,
Probably not.
I don't care. Probably won't notice until he gets here.
Yeah. Okay. So, how do you feel about the different styles of wrestling, like wrestling, MMA, and boxing?
MMA I'm better at. Boxing, I never lost a boxing match. I'm undefeated in it. Well, about 5-0 or 4-0. I really don't box anymore. I do challenge Jose to a wrestling match. If you want to wrestle, and sometimes, just the good old times when we used to wrestle. Take him out of his prime. I'm pretty sure he doesn't do MMA, but
How do you feel about your opponent's ability in all the categories of boxing? And do you feel like if this was a different category of boxing, he had a chance to win?
No. I just joined him in every category. And just saying that he has no skill, so whatever. And I'm just ready to get it going, I'm a nice person, but it comes to sexual harassment and stuff like that, I'll be respectful to my opponents, but if it's something like, hey, he sexually harasses women, or he's trying to do stuff to these girls and make lies about them. He lied to me about many things that didn't happen. My girls told me straight up. They would told me themselves. They're like people that he tried to mess with, like my sisters. So I'm hoping that I can get this match. Waylon was already down for hated that dude, and I'm pretty sure he's scared of Waylon. And he said he could beat me up. Let's see. Let's find out. Let's find out, John. Let's find out.
In the future, who do you think would be your hardest opponent?
I don't know. I really don't know. I would lead up and calling out people from the list. So that somebody about there want to talk shit. Like, today, people take stuff too serious. That really gets on my nerves. Hey, you know who I'm talking about. You take shit way too serious, pull up. Start with a J, too.
Okay, so best of luck to you in your fight tomorrow or the day after.
I'm going to win.
Because it's not an official schedule. But
yeah.
So one more question before we leave. In all of your times of MMA, boxing, and wrestling, what do you think was the hardest thing to overcome?
It's the hardest match?
No, hardest thing to overcome. So hardest thing to train on, hardest thing to learn from it.
I don't know. It just came to the point that I feel like I was already good at everything. I'm not trying to brag or nothing. It came to the point where I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I had to learn the moves, but I kind of learned them quickly. But I had to say, MMA, doing skills, flipping somebody in the back, that was probably the close to the longest. It's not even long. But I'd say, okay, I don't know, you didn't ask me this question, but none of my matches lasted above 1 round. I just realized that. Every round I had was only 1 minute. About. They got close to it ending the match, but it never ended. So, I'm hoping this won't be the first time. It won't be the first time. He's gonna lose in the first round. Let's try to stay top of my prime. And if somebody want to call me out, call me out. But I want to shout out to some people that are on my team. Shout out to Ethan Ellis, Bucket, shout out to Michael Bolton. They on my team. They against them. People I respect. Same with my boy Haven here and Waylon Pardon. Shout him out. Going up with Cam too, Cam McKinney. You know, shouting all them people out. But it's a message for John. John, get ready tomorrow because when you pull up and we're gonna have this MMA match, you probably not even want to fight anymore. You scared everyone else. I know you're scared of me, and you say you can beat me. Let's find out by tomorrow or the next day.
Okay, so before we go, I want to know something about. So you know that I am a fighter too. I am 2-2 in UFC, 8-1. No, 8-2. Yeah, 8-2 in wrestling. No, 8-4. 8-4 in wrestling. And my boxing career, I've only had one match that I lost, which was against Kaz. Well, no, look, I guess you can call that one match. No, because we went to the ground on that match, so it was an MMA match.
That was MMA.
But I've only had one boxing match. I lost it. I'm not good at boxing. I'm good at MMA and wrestling.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about the coming days of both of our careers and how they're going to evolve?
Like what's gonna happen in the future? Now I feel like our matches are gonna get tougher. We're gonna learn more. We're gonna know what we're capable of. But then, you know, we're gonna use our strength wisely. We're gonna pick who we want. Some like one of us, we might be cocky and be like, "Yo, give me the hardest person you got. I'm gonna try to prove to them that I can be tough." Or use it wisely. Get called out, and you show up, knock them out.
All right.
Get called out, knock them out. You know.
So good luck to the match.
You know,
And,
first round knockout.
Anything else you want to say before we leave?
Yeah, John, get ready. This is it, buddy.
Okay.
Just saying.
So watch the next video if you want to see him and John in the MMA match. It's gonna either be uploaded tomorrow or the day after, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.